In this video I want to show you a really nice install for Latex using Visual Studio Code. I think it's quite powerful and it gives you a lot of extensions that you can add on, a lot of customizability. So like I've done in one of the previous videos, we'll start with Miktex to get Latex onto the computer so that the sort of Latex commands can work, and then we will do install Visual Studio Code as our editor and then set that up, and I'll take you through the steps. So I've already downloaded both of them, so I'll first start with installing Miktex. The only thing, there's only one thing that I recommend changing, or not changing but making sure of in the installation, and that is on the step where we say install missing packages on the fly. I recommend saying ask me first. When we actually run some commands in Latex, I'll show you why this is important. Alrighty, now when that's done, we can say finish, check for updates now, and then don't tell me more, and close. Okay, so Miktex should now be on your computer. So if you do, whether you've got an editor or not, you should be able to build and run Latex documents. But editors do make it a bit easier, at least in the beginning. So let's do Visual Studio Code. Obviously accept. Some options here if you want desktop icon, or if you want code or these things. I recommend just sticking to the, unless you know what these are, I recommend sticking to just the defaults. And then we can finish, and I'll also say launch Visual Studio Code. Okay, so mine sees that I've previously had Visual Studio Code, so it went and put all of these here, and that pop-up now is just because I've got Docker on my computer as well. But yours should look something like this, probably without the recent, when you start it up. We can get rid of that welcome. On the left hand side we've got the file explorer, so we can open a folder. If you use GitHub or Git for similar repositories, you can use this over here, and here we can install some extensions. So it's got some popular and some recommended ones that we can install, and as you can see, I've got nothing installed so far. So the first thing that I recommend is to put in a cool theme. We can, you know what, let's first get a template in here so we can see what it looks like, and then we can get onto themes and actually getting some Latex syntax highlighting and things going. So for the template, I've already got it, but you can get from the Stellenbosch CTAN. So that is over here, Stellenbosch 2 on CTAN, and then if you go all the way to the bottom and download it, you get it from there. Now I've run it, so that's here, and it'll come as a zip. You can just extract that. It'll open up a new window. I don't want that. Then we can go into Stellenbosch 2 doc and then templates, and this time I will use the master's thesis template. So we can copy that just back to, just paste. There we go. And then we can extract that over here as well. Okay, so that is over there. So from within VSCode, Visual Studio Code, you can say open folder, and then mine, I will go, I'm on local disk, Latex, and then Stellenbosch 2, oh sorry, master template, and then once we get to this view over here, we can then just select folder to open it, and what you'll see is VSCode will kind of refresh, and then we've got the main file, the PDF, and then those folders. Now if we go back here and go into, not Stellenbosch 2, and we go into the template, you can see that's exactly what we've got. We've got the text file, .tex, the .pdf, and then those folders. So that's the same as in here. Now we can open one of these, the text file, and you can see automatically, if you look at the bottom right, it's gone and detected, okay, this is Latex, and it's gone and done some syntax highlighting for us, which is quite nice. So the comments are in green, command sign purple, and so on. And then maybe just a quick overview of how the template works. So we've got the main file here, and in the main file we then go and include our chapters and our appendices and bibliography, and all of these are in some subfolders over here. So you can see the introduction is in the chapter main folder, and it's called chap intro. So if we go to the chap main folder, and then chap intro is over here, and here again you can see the syntax highlighting in place with section backgrounds on. Okay, so as I said earlier, one nice thing about VS Code is you've got a lot of extensions. So you can see it's automatically in a dark mode here, but we can do some, we can put in some cool themes. So I think there's a theme I remember. There we go, Andromeda, which is quite nice. So you can press install, and then once it's installed, a pop-up will come up, and you can select the theme. So we can say, yeah, let's just go with the default. And now you can see that these everything looks slightly different. Let me just go back to maybe this intro. So you can see these are now much more yellow. If dark themes are not your thing, I think there's Nord has a light theme, I think. Let's see if this works. Again, we can install that. Oh no, it doesn't have a light one. Anyway, there are definitely light themes as well. Let's see if we just search light. Oh, one atom light, here we go. This is quite nice. And then we can set this as the default theme, and now you can see everything in the whole program's changed. I prefer dark themes, so let's just go back to Andromeda, set color theme, and we can set this one. Cool. So you've got a bit of customization there. And then if you want to uninstall something, you can literally just uninstall here, and it's gone, which is quite nice. Okay, so to get LaTeX actually working within here, so that you've got a build button and so on, you can just search LaTeX, and then I recommend, or maybe I shouldn't say recommend, I've used this one and it has worked. So the LaTeX workshop, so you can install that. On the left hand side we've got 3 buttons, and once this is installed, you'll see on the left hand side we'll have an additional LaTeX button which we can press. There we go, text. So that has been installed, and it's active, and we've got a text over here. Give it a second to. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm quickly going to close VSCode and open it up again. I don't know why that took so. Oh, that's why it took so long. Okay, so that's maybe a good tip. Is it was trying to install a package with Miktex install on the fly, and that is what messed it up. So I'm just going to quickly say Visual Studio Code in the terminal. Go back to extensions, and then we'll have to reactivate this guy, I think. No, text is automatically been activated. Okay, so what you can't see, and it's out of my screen, is there's a little pop-up on my start menu, and this wants to do a package installation, and that's Miktex in the background realizing we want to install this tech, and that this package HTTP thesis is required, and that broke the whole process. That's actually quite nice that happened, so that you can see that in action. Okay, so we've got a bunch of things here that we can use. This is quite nice. It shows you the structure of your actual document, which is cool, so you can flick through there. And some additional stuff that I've never used previously, but maybe you find it useful. We can build a project. You can see different things that we can do here. I've never really had to use any of these except for terminating. Usually I just build it, and then we can view the PDF and so on. But for me, I usually just use, if you look at the top right here, you can have the build button over here, and then the view PDF over here next door. So you can click that, and your PDF will pop up. So that's quite nice. Okay, let me give this a run so that you can see we can build the project. So what's quite nice is if I change something in here, so the author now is John Doe, so let me Control F author, and then I'll just change this to P F Luchtart. Okay, if you look at the top here, you can see there's this little circle above the X sign of this tab that I'm in. That means it's not saved. So if I press Control S, it'll save, and then you'll see a setting on that says it must automatically build on save. So every time I save, it starts to build, and we can see this at the bottom left over here. And now, once again, because it's the first time I'm running this file, and there's some packages that I haven't installed yet, because Miktex is a fresh install for me as well, we can then pop-ups coming, and we can just click install for each of them. So the first time is going to take a while because there's quite a few packages that need to be installed. But after that, it'll only ever install new packages if you use a new package in your document. So I'll just click through these quick. I'll fast forward the video for you. Okay, and there it is done. So you can see at the bottom left we have a check mark that it succeeded. You would have noticed a bunch of extra files appearing here. These are auxiliary files that get created whilst it's sort of building a project. You can delete them if you want, or just leave them there. Every time you build, it'll just remake those same files. It won't make an infinite amount, it'll always be those. So I usually just ignore it. Okay, and you can see that the author is now updated over here. Something else, there's this mini map on the side, which is quite nice. You can, I don't know if you like that, you can do that. If not, you can just go settings, command, and then minimap, and you can toggle the minimap on or off, and now it's off. Or you can go to view, appearance, and then minimap, I think is somewhere here. Oh, yeah, over here, minimap. There's also a Zen mode. I don't know if you're into that, but you can do that. Okay, then you can also do spell checkers in here. So you can go into extensions. There's a bunch of spell checkers you can include, and they will check your spelling. Some of them are sort of better or worse for Latex, so they won't spell check the commands, but just the normal text. So you can do that. I'll leave that to you. And then the last thing I want to show you, which I think is really powerful and really helpful in VSCode, is that you can use GitHub Copilot. So I'll search Copilot. Copilot. GitHub Copilot, and hit install. So you can see that's installing over here. Now the setup to get access to a full version needs to be done. I don't recall how to do that. Mine automatically realizes that I've got GitHub Copilot on my PC, and it automatically does that. So maybe just put a quick Google in there. But once it's set up, you can see at the bottom right here, you can see the little Copilot face, this little face over here, for GitHub Copilot to show that it's active. So what's really nice about this is if I go to one of the chapters, so let's maybe go to the intro chapter over here. So I don't like it on that side, I want it over here. Let me close that. It'll sort of finish your sentences if you like. So let's say what is project specific reports is, and then you just hit tab and it selects the is important, which is quite nice. And then what we can do is you can see it already predicts there another section. So if you want the entire prediction, you can hit tab like that, or if I delete that again and I go, and you only want part of it, you can hit control right arrow, and right arrow just selects one at a time. So sometimes you don't want everything that it predicts. So let's see, we can also say begin itemize for a bulleted list, and you can see there it also starts predicting for you. So sometimes it's garbage, but at times it really does help, especially when, let's say, you want to format a table. So if I say begin table, and then it automatically realizes we probably want centering, that's probably normal. it'll probably predict a caption, yeah, a table caption, a label, and then it's, yeah. So let's say we didn't want 3 columns, but we wanted 4, we can just simply add another one in here. So it really speeds up your workflow quite a lot. And again, you can see the point at the bottom here saying it's not saved. We can save and then build, or I think if we build, it automatically saves, and then you can get the bot, it's now building. And like the first time when it had all those pop-ups for packages we need to install, you can see it's already done. We don't need any packages there. And yeah, on the side. So I think this is quite useful, quite a powerful text editing for LaTeX. And again, you've also got power here. You can create new files, new folders as you please. You can delete stuff here if you want. So yeah, you've got all the power you need right here in the editor. All right, hope this helps.